Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future. Trade in all our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not your financial advisor. We're not responsible for your trade. Today, for any kind of auto trader, you have to look at this market analyzer. The ES to the short side, which we have the auto trade on the short side, and the gold is on the short side. If you notice, the Nasdaq is on the buy signal. It is the opposite direction of the ES. In another word, if you are auto trading the Nasdaq, you are already in trouble. What we are looking for, what is moving today, and what we have in the market today is the ES and the gold moving very nicely. The Nasdaq, if we look at the Nasdaq today, this is not something inviting. And if you think yourself you are auto trading 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 15 minutes, you are in more trouble than what you are thinking, because this market here, by the time, if you are auto trading 30 minutes or 20 minutes, by the time this market entered those two yellow line, there is no more short trade. There is no more short trade, and the trend is over. The trend is over. So don't think yourself you are free when you are auto trading a high time frame, which today we will show you that using the high time frame is not necessarily going to clean up the mess for you. For the market analyzer, there is a 5 different automated trade on the market analyzer with the signal, and here they are. The auto trade is taking those trades on the ES and a YM. But the Nasdaq, we have it on hold. The Nasdaq, we are not interested to take short on the Nasdaq at this moment. So you gotta be careful. And every time you see the market analyzer not in sequence, as we see here, the ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, they are not on the same direction. This means you are in trouble in one of those instruments, despite you are using 1 minute chart or 3 minutes chart, or the Renko bar is irrelevant. Let's wait a little bit. You can see from the market analyzer, the Nasdaq is losing money. You know, the ES is doing well. All the markets are doing well, from the 30-year Treasury bond to the gold to the Russell to the DAX to CL. Every single instrument is making money except the Nasdaq, and that it is implement on any kind of auto trading, and you have to be careful on that. So as long as this Nasdaq is, look at this, where on the 30 minutes or 20 minutes is a total different ball game. But you can see it was really a lot of time sitting on this double support area, and now start going to the short side. That's fine. And here is the two yellow lines. Those two yellow lines, you cannot underestimate those two yellow lines. Those are measuring the previous highs and lows. We have the previous highs right there and the previous lows right here. So anytime this market entered those two yellow line, you should not let your any kind of auto trade start taking a short trade, because those the area where you need to start taking a reversal. So when you are using a higher time frame, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, by the time your auto trade taking a trade, the trend is over and is way gone. So this marketing about a high time frame, you gotta be careful with that. It's not as you think. So if you are an institutional and you can hold your ES for a week and you have over $65,000, $70,000 in your account, you should use 30 minutes chart. But when you are on a day trading with a little money, $4 or $5 or $10,000, and you need to close your position at the end of the day, so the 30 minutes or 15 minutes is no longer valid for you as a day trader. So you gotta be careful, guys. So as we see, the NASDAQ is not going anywhere and is going sideways, and this is a very ugly chart. If we look at this NASDAQ, this is a very ugly chart to look at, and it's not tradable. So again, if we look at the market analyzer, is the only one not making money is the NASDAQ. And that is gonna apply on your auto trade. Exactly, doesn't matter which auto trade you are using. So in order for you, as an example, if you wanted to not to really get involved with an auto trade, you have to tune your auto trade like this one here with a lot of filters and let it do its work. This one here is based on one contract and is already made 787, and now is fixing to close that trade. And with filtered, that will be much better option to just use a higher time frame. All our auto trades have a very robust filters where it gives you the privilege to use 3 and 4 and 5 range, 30-second or 15-second. We have an auto trade is coming up very soon. You can trade it as little as 10 seconds and in and out of the market constantly. So let's see if I have a smaller time frame, and not in this office, in the other office I do. Nope, not here. Anyway, so as we see, the NASDAQ is not tradable. And in order for us, when this NASDAQ is tradable, we are getting into very critical area, zone area here, where here's the problem. Also, you don't have a long on the NASDAQ. You don't have a long on the NASDAQ. So it doesn't matter if you are using Renko bar, range, ticks, minutes. At this moment, the NASDAQ is not tradable, folks. You have to be careful, especially for the ones that are using a very high, big time frame with a big stop loss. It's going to be brutal on your account. When you are using a higher time frame, you cannot use 10 ticks and 20 ticks. You got to use 100 tick on the ES, 50 ticks minimum. So one losing trade is brutal for your account. So you got to be careful on that. This is a typical example. This ES based on one contract is the daily target is 1,000, and this one here is 787, and we still need one more trade, and we are done for today on this one here. I apologize, it's not on one contract. I apologize, it's on 2 contract. This one here based on 2 contracts. For the ones are interested in the ES, we're not your financial advisor. Whatever you do is at your own risk, but we have a re-entry at 4509. 4509 is a re-entry short on the ES. The ES is going to continue down. Not over yet with the ES. Here is the problem with the Nasdaq. You have a lot of resistant area here. It is a really big mess on the Nasdaq. Again, whatever type of an auto trade you are using, you are in trouble with the Nasdaq. So be careful. There we go. That's what we called on the ES, and this is where the ES short trade we told you about. We're not your financial advisor. We just sharing what we know. On that auto trade, finally it hit it, and it is 1,000 even, and the daily target is 1,000, and it's finished. There we go, sitting like a clock, and it's going down again as expected. The Nasdaq, there is no trade sideways. Stay away from the Nasdaq. You have much better chances, whatever type of an auto trade you are using. You will be better off with maybe ES at this moment, and gold. The gold is doing extremely well as well. And the third option you can is tradable is the YM. The Nasdaq is not tradable. This is a reality here. It's not marketing. This is not marketing here. It's a reality. When you are sitting alone with your auto trade or with your system, and you are alone, and you're trying to make a decision, you have to be very careful to see what's going on. You know, this is not a commercial marketing here. When you have to think about it when you are by yourself, sitting behind your computer, and you want to go live. You better know what you're doing, otherwise you're gonna get in trouble. We called the perfect trade on the ES. We told you exactly where to re-enter the market. Your destination on that re-entry is 4501, 4501, and you take a profit on that number, and that will make your day much better than to be miserably sitting with a 30 minutes chart on a Nasdaq. There we go. And if we see the system target is telling you need to cash in at 4501, 4,501, you cash in. The minute this market entered those 2 yellow lines, you cash in and you get it over with. And it's done. The CL, yes, it is short, but I don't want to trade the CL at this moment. If we look at the CL, it's not that far from the target. the CL, the problem is coming to the institutional number at 86.98, which is a profit taken in institutional. So there is no big trade in there. If you are trying to take a trade on the CL, I mean, there is nothing really to chew on with the CL at this moment. Also, the CL is not really trending at this moment, so I will stay away, because what happened to hit the target too, look, it's also, if you notice, it came between those two yellow lines, and then you had a short signal in here. So there is really nothing to chew on with the CL. You can see it is obvious. So yes, as an auto trader, it's very important in the morning to see what is moving, because what the auto trade require is moving market. A sideways market is not going to do it for you, you know. And I've been manually trading a new auto trade to test it, and it is amazingly hitting the targets. And probably very soon we will be sharing the new auto trade with you guys. It is made especially for days like this. So we call the ES for you. This is a very good money on it, and here it is. We cash in at 4,500, and from 45.09 to 4,500. So this is not bad at all. This is what we told you to get out of that trade, and it is. So it is. For the market analyzer, this is the auto trade from the market analyzer, the one you see on the top here. And what happened is estimating the target at 4,500 as what you see on the blue chart. And you know, there is not much left, so we can secure on this type of an auto trade. You can secure some of your trade. You can extend the target if you want, or you can secure some of your profit and let the market keep going if you want to. So this one here is a very unique auto trade. You can actually let the auto trade take that trade, and you can also extend your target or your stop losses or whatever you wanted to do, or break even, or you can have the auto trade do it for you. There is no big deal. You have all kind of option in there. So also, again, the Nasdaq is a flat. There is no trade. Let me see if there's any other news coming up today. I don't see anything coming up at this moment. And look what the system did, indicating to telling you buy. So let's say you are on a short trade with an ES, and you have a signal telling you buy. That's mean close your auto trade if you want to. So there is many signals guiding you when you are auto trade on the blue chart, letting you know where we are in the market. You don't have to draw anything. You don't have to plot anything. Everything goes automatic in there. So now we can see the ES got caught between the resistance at 4,500 and the target is 4,500. So this is where the ES got stuck. And the Nasdaq, there is no place to go on the Nasdaq. Is just jammed in there, and there is no direction on the Nasdaq. So if you are using an auto trade, has nothing to do the auto trade with your Nasdaq anymore. It's become irrelevant because the market is sideways. Simple as that, you know. Welcome to trading beside marketing and all this nonsense, you know, talk, empty talk, but does not provide any solution just empty talk. This is where you have to think about it when you are by yourself auto trading. You need to make a decision, and that's exactly how you need to look at the market when the auto trades are working, and you have to understand what's going on, and so this way you will not get in trouble and lose your money automatically within a couple of months. So there is nothing you can hide behind the chart, whether it's 30 minutes, 20 minutes, Renko bar, range, takes, banana chart, whatever you want to call it. There is nothing you can hide behind and you think yourself you're safe. You need to look at the market. You don't look at the market, you are in trouble. You are jet skiing and there is sharks under your feet and you have no clue what's going on. And this is not the way to make money. This is not the way to make money. You need to make money, you need to have eyes like hawk on the market. There is no easy way out. Now the ES auto trade is taking, look, here's an ES taking an auto trade, is taking long. I will not recommend to take that trade. I will not recommend for you to take that trade. Why? If we look at the ES, you see there is many lines. The question is, how can I trade that many lines? You cannot. This is how it is. You cannot. That's why those many lines here is telling you it's not tradable. And then if we look, there is a double resistance followed by another resistance projection. The trailing stop from the market analyzer, the fib line, the floor in fibs, and then the 45.17, indicating immediately you know that trade is not going anywhere. Immediately you know that trade is gonna lose. And here is the problem is, when you do like this, you know that trade is not gonna do any good. You close it. When we see trouble in here, like, do I have to direct the auto trade? No, you don't have to direct the auto trade. But if you direct your auto trade, your performance double up and triple up. Because on these cases here, I don't like what I'm looking at. And then what I can say, short trade only, and let it be, whether you are working or peeling bananas or peeling potatoes or doing your yard or your wife making you do dishes or whatever it is. Now you have a peace of mind. This auto trade is not taking a long trade by just looking a couple minutes on the chart, and it's telling you you have no hope to go long on the ES. You have no hope to go long on the ES. Let me show you. This is it happened this morning. That auto trade did not take any trade at this moment. Let me simplify that for you. This is a 30 minutes chart ES. I just want to show you. And if we notice, okay, we had some big money here and there, that's very fine. But earlier this morning, this trade here, I mean, let me explain to you a little bit how big the bar on 30 minutes. How big is this bar? Let's take this bar here. It is from 45.19 all the way to the 45.04. If we want to have a stop loss, you have to have at least 1 or 2 bar stop loss on that trade. So probably if you have a couple losing trades, you will not even have enough money to trade on the second day anymore, because this is going to take a big chunk of your trade. So let's go ahead and look the 30 minutes chart. I put the 30 minutes chart yesterday because I need our traders to open their eyes when someone is marketing a big high time frame, and to not fall into this trap. And let me show you something. Where is this trade was at 45.19. If we look, here is your 1 minute. If we are looking at the 1 minute, is telling you the trend is over, for God's sake. So this is the difference between 1 minute, and I keep saying on the YouTube for many years, is irrelevant whether you are auto trading 30 minutes, 30-second range, takes, Renko, all those Renkos, including hours, is not gonna give you the accuracy in the market. The only time you're gonna have accuracy to make a decision from as a day trader is the 1 minute. So by the time this 30 minutes he has taken a trade, when we are looking at this 1 minute, is telling you to go short. So which one is making more money, the 30 minutes or the 1 minute? Look at it. When this market here goes down, all the way down here, thanks God this auto trade did not take a trade yet. But by the time this auto trade taking a trade at 4,500 level, if we look at the 1 minute, it's telling you to buy. So don't think yourself you're safe by using a high time frame. Yes, everything looks good on a high time frame. You know, you can put a banana in there and it turn out to gold when you put it on 30 minutes. The devil is in the details in there. So if we have auto trading the ES on 30 minutes, and I know this ES, it will ignite a trade on around 4,500. Where the other guy is auto trading the ES, is closing his trade on 4,500. If we look at this, those yellow lines, we've been using it at least for 13 years right now. We've been in the public 16 years, and this one we've been using it for almost 13 years. 8 out of 10, when the market gets into between those two yellow lines, there is no more trade. So here is the confliction by you think you're gonna extend your stop loss and using a 30 minutes chart or 20 minutes chart or 15 minutes chart. By the time your trade ignite, if we look at the 1 minute, you are closing the trade. You just missed out the whole trend. So if we take this 30 minutes, when this 30 minutes took that trade, is indicating here, I mean, I don't believe in the double top, double bottom, all this junk. I don't believe in this. What about the triple top and triple bottom? What happened to the supply? I don't want to get into it. But when the system on the 1 minute telling you short, here is telling you, you cannot see it says short and another short, and then you have the symmetry is telling you short. Look at the symmetry, how the symmetry telling you this is the end of the line is 45, 20, 25. Here is telling you is the end of the line and go long. It is 45, 12, 25. The symmetry plot signal again at 45, 19 to go short, while your auto trade wanna go long. So this is the difference between the higher time frame, you need to open your eye, and the smaller time frame. Another thing's also, if you wanted to use a smaller time frame, there is a solution for it, not to dive into the noises in the market. As an example, we can take the one I've been showing. You can plot accuracy on the filter, and yet it's not expensive if your trade did go south. Instead using 40 and 50 ticks of stop loss on an ES or 100 ticks on the ES, we can maintain around 10 ticks of stop loss, and then we can filter out the noises in the market. That will be much more efficient for the trader, which we have talked about it before. What we have talked about before is we don't know when the market going to spike, and our mission to stay in the market until this market spikes. What we are waiting on a big trade. And once this market given us a big trade, there is nothing left in the market. We cannot be just dummy enough to just turn on the 15 minutes and 20 minutes and say, oh, we're gonna make 100,000 this year. No. So you are not gonna be making banana this year, if that's the way you think. There is no system is gonna put you out of reality. So what we're talking about here, we need to survive a chop market, and then when the market wanted to start trending, we're gonna aim our goal to the market. This is the proper way to auto trade. You don't just put 30 minutes of chart and go to sleep and start snoring. You know, you're not gonna be able to do that. I promise you that much. Not today and not tomorrow. So now here is the confliction between an ES. This is an ES auto trade. 1 minute is finished on this one here, and this is the 30 minutes chart. By the time this auto trade taking a short trade, you need to start taking your profit, which on the signal already hit the target and got out. You can see it hit the target 4,500 and got out of that trade, so there is no more trade anymore. So while this one here, I don't even like that trade short, but you can make a little money out of that. But even until now, that trade on the ES has not made it yet. And by the time that auto trade taking a trade, good night is over. You know, you are too late. You are just a couple $1,000 late on your trade. That's it. You know. And that it is going to apply on the NASDAQ, Dow Jones, CL, whatever you call it. Let me go back to the CL a little bit. On the CL, we have a short trade on 86.61, and now look now very carefully. From the sell entry on 86.61 all the way to 85.96 is a clear sky. Is a clear sky. Look at the difference. Look at the difference between the NASDAQ, how messy it is. Look at this. Just I want you to open your eye to be more professional when you are looking at the chart. Look how messy on the top. Look how messy on the bottom. From 1 to 30 minutes is mixed. From 1 to 30 minutes it's a little bit to the green. The buyers are equal to the seller, and there is a mixed signals in here. If we look at this one here, most of it is into the short position. The sellers way over the buyers, and you have a clear sky for short trade all the way till 85.96. So when there is a clear vision, when there is a clear chart, that indicate this system, the instrument, is tradable. When you see a lot of rubbish above and below, this means you're flying right into the turbulence, and fasten your seatbelt. Very simple. It don't need a brainer. It don't need a light bulb over our head say we are a genius trader. You can bring a guy from a bodega can comprehend that little things can make a difference in your trading, whether you are a manual or an automated trader. When you see a lot of garbage squeezing the price, stay away from it until we have the clear sky, as we see the clear trend on the CL. Nothing is holding it back, where we can see the Nasdaq is one big pile of mud. This is one of the things you have to do, irrelevant what type of an auto trade you are using, and that is going to make a lot of difference in your trading. It's gonna make a lot of difference in your life as well, and then you know what you are doing more. So let's go back between this gimmick on using a high time frame for a poor guy have a couple of $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000, and now this ES is going. Here is the ES we were using today. Is the 1 minute, and this is the 30 minutes ES. Still passed out from eating hamburger and has not took any trade. And I'm so glad that 30 minutes has not taken any trade, because this is coming between those two yellow lines. This is measured the previous low, and look at this. Another system estimate the target 4,500, and you need to get out. This is beside your auto trade. This is another system calculating for you. Plus, you have a double support area here. There is plenty indication telling you if you are letting this 30 minutes chart take in a trade, you're gonna be whacked heavily. As simple as that. Welcome to trading. This is not marketing. This is trading. This is reality. So this is not a bunch of talk. This is reality. Talk has no one can charge you with talk. But when we are looking at charts and a reality, when you are by yourself, when you are sitting behind your computer miserably, you cannot make a decision, you make mistake, you lose money. Now you can understand the timing in the market is very factor on a day trader. When you are a day trader from 9, 10 o'clock to 11, 12 o'clock or till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you cannot be using an institutional high time frame, because you're going to be whacked. And sometimes the market, there is a lot of changes in the market, and you need, sometimes the market does not have one color a day. It can change like 20 times a day, the mood in the market, from short to long, from long to short, sideways, all this. So when you are looking at the 1 minute, you can make a decision to stay, get out. And here's an example. We know that trade was a very late trade. We know that. We said that. Very late trade. And if this market go into the 4,500, This auto trade is gonna ignite the trade, and I promise you, it's a losing trade. And this is, you cannot use 10 ticks a chart. You cannot use a 10 ticks a stop loss, because if you look on any given bar, if you are on 30 minutes, this one is gonna drive you banana, that bar, the first bar, because sometimes it's gonna go down, sometimes it's gonna go up. And this is a huge bar for 30 minutes. So you cannot use 10 ticks a stop loss on a 30 minutes. You have to start using, let's say on the ES, minimum 35 ticks to 55 ticks. And I have seen some people using 100 tick on the ES. If I need to use 100 tick on an auto trade stop loss, it will be much cheaper to use flipping Cohen, and I don't need an auto trade anymore. If I need to use 100 tick as stop loss, I just flip a quarter and take my trade. That will be much safer than to use 100 ticks as stop loss. And this is a disaster trading. It's a matter of time before you start losing your pension. So this is a bunch of crap. I never heard of it before. So this is after 30 years, 16 years in the public, I have never seen any trader bull his way around the market and he survived. There is no such a thing in 15 years. I have not met anyone in the future trading or in the currency. The crypto is a different story. I have not seen anyone getting rich overnight by trading and closing his eyes. I have never seen it. Yes, every success trader in the future and in the Forex, he have seen hell and back many times. I don't want to say improper word, but he has been in hell and back many times before he start earning his ranks in the market. There is no bull. You cannot just bullshit your way around the market and you're gonna get rich and closing your eyes. Anything to do with money, if you don't have eyes like hawk, whether you are selling potatoes or trading future, if you don't have your eyes open, you're not gonna success. So now this is what I want to show you. Now the 30 minutes has not been taking a trade, and it's the end of the line on the ES is right there, 44.99. And this is your morning session, whether you go up the hill or go down the hill. This is your morning session target. This today is 44.99.25. Whether you are auto trading, manual trading, 1 minute chart range, 30 minutes, this is your final destination for the morning session. And this little baby is still not taking a trade. While you are waiting on the 30 minutes to take a trade, the other traders are finished for today, done for today, and you are sitting miserably to wait to see how you're gonna lose one trade. On those 30 minutes, if you break it out, you only have maybe one trade a day. And that one day, one trade a day, it better be good, and you have to be lucky, because if you have two losing day, that will be blowing up accounts. So you have one shot in the market if you are lucky, and most likely you will not even make it. So if we look at the ES, the bottom up at the yellow line, 45.02, we know that, and it is right now 10.44. By 11 o'clock, we should be probably being somewhere around that area, 44.99, and you kiss the morning session goodbye. Let me show you something in here on the NASDAQ. I've been 1 hour talking non-stop. You just tell me, where did you miss out on the NASDAQ with money? Where is the trend on the Nasdaq? This market has been playing us from 15,504 and the support 15,443 and back and forth. You tell me, where did you make your money on the Nasdaq? There is nothing, there is no money to be made. When this auto trade took a late trade on the ES, it did lose money because it's a late trade in here. It's a late trade. Has nothing to do with your auto trade. So the market is going to touch again the 45 level, and that will be done for today for the morning session. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off this microphone and we're going to see the outcome. Look what happened with the CL. As we told you, it is a clear sky on the ES, on the CL, and it is going, it did go very well after the signal plotted. It did go very well from 87.13 all the way till 86.42. This is very serious money, and it's gonna continue all the way till the 85.96, despite there is some buy-in power, but they are losing. Look at this, they are losing, and the CL is keep going down, and it's gonna come all the way to the 85.94, whether they like it or not. This is the direction on the CL, so this is, nothing can be done to it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna oh yeah, our CL is taking a trade. There's no problem with that. It's here it is. 1500 on the CL. There is no sweat with it. Okay, we will wait and see what happened with the ES, and I will kill the microphone for a few minutes. Thank you. Look at the ES. We have a double resistance at 45.14. It's not as simple as you think. Before you allow any kind of auto trade to take long trade, whatever system you have, you need to wait till 45.17 before you take a long trade. Finally, the Nasdaq broke that level here, and the Nasdaq final direction, it is now between those two yellow lines, and the final destination on the Nasdaq is 15,551. This is the final destination for the morning. Let's go ahead and examine the Nasdaq 30 minutes. I'm going to switch the ES to 30 minutes to see where, well, the Nasdaq took the trade. The Nasdaq took the trade on the long trade, and now it starts sinking. I mean, I'm using the ES as stop losses, so this is wrong because I switched from ES. This is our ES, the one we showed you today, but of course it's wrong. The stop loss and the target are wrong, because on the ES is 100 tick per point, and the ES is only 5, so it's a different stop loss, different target. But let me try to load another template. On the I have one for 21 minutes. Let me try. Nope, we have modified the TI7. I don't have it anymore. Well, we can adjust this one. We can adjust this one. We have adjusted this Nasdaq, and I adjusted. It used to be ES, and now I put it on 30 minutes without any optimization. Just adjust it manually. And this one here is on 30 days. And we will look at the performance on the Nasdaq. Here's the performance on the Nasdaq. It's 1.74 for 30 days, not 3 months and 4 months and 6 months, for only 30 days. And it is 47,000. This is, you gotta be careful. What happened in the past does not happen in the future. Everyone say, whatever happened in your optimization, you're gonna see the same number. That's a bunch of crap. Because the Nasdaq, ES, YM, when they are below the 10-day moving average, they have a different performance. When they are above the 10-day moving average, they have a different performance. And when they are over 50-day moving average, they have a different performance. I don't want to go through details on the last 2 minutes from this webinar. But what you see on the performance, if you were told that what you see, what you're gonna get next month, that's a bunch of hogwash. I don't believe in it. We've been developing for NinjaTrader. We've been developing softwares for 16 years. We've been optimizing. We have 20 Autotrade in our package, and this is what happened in the past. Don't brush your teeth and think you're gonna get the same. It can be more and it can be less. If we look at the analysis on this one here, you had some bad period and then went all the way up. We can see weekly, monthly, every half an hour, when is the best time to use it, and all this nonsense. Don't get fooled. This is what happened in the past. And now, what's happening right now, if we look at this NASDAQ, after it hit the target, starts sinking, and on this 30 minutes, I'm so glad. Maybe it did take a trade when I was adjusting it. It did take a trade when I was adjusting it. I'm not sure. Yeah, here is the trade. It's right there. It's at 154.39, and it's keep going. Anyway, but I was adjusting it, so didn't take that trade. So this is very good. If we want to talk about number and marketing and selling, this is very good for amateur trader to sell him those numbers. It's easy to sell him these numbers here and get it over with. But in the reality, I have showed this last week, and I'm going to show you again. This is very impressive number. The profit factor is 174, and what they do, they keep you busy on the top. You know, this one here, 47,000 in 30 days. And they show you PDF he made on his account for PDF. You don't see the actual account, PDF. On the PDF, we can add even couple zero. We can make it 470,000. Why 47? Why play in a small? Put couple zeros. It's only PDF. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They try to keep you busy on the top. But let me show you here. The max time recovery. They don't show you that. And this is what I've been screaming for 1 hour. They wanna show you the top. They don't want to show you the bottom. What does that mean, max time recovery? That means if you ate a banana and you lost 1 day, it's going to take you 11 days, almost 12 days, to recover one losing day. Welcome to trading. That's what we've been screaming about. That's why you don't see me posting this crap on my website. You don't see me posting, and when someone's sending us an email and ask for that, we don't send it because it's a bunch of crap. Let me show you. You tell me when the last time you had 11 winning days non-stop. You just tell me when the last time. I've been trading for 30 years. I don't remember any 11 days went all of it winning days. If I can get to 3-4 days on a row, winning days, I stop for the rest of the week because I know my luck is running out. So we need 12 days, winning days, for God's sake, to recover one losing day. So in those 11 days, you have one more losing day. Now we need 22 days to recover. In 22 days, if you have one losing day, now you are on 45 days, winning days, to recover your amount. So, we can fly as much as you want. We can make PDF. We can make fake PDF with any numbers you want. I can improve that auto trade. Let me show you another trick. The same auto trade, I'm gonna go ahead and change it 30 days to Renko bar. For somebody who really want more money, we can go ahead and use 15 Renko, and let's go ahead and click it, and doesn't matter, and let's look at the performance. Your profit factor is 84%. Your recovery day, all this is fake. Is a Renko bar. All of it you see is fake. So, for marketing, yes, is excellent for marketing. Oh, here is 47,000 and you're gonna make 47,000. What can they give you guarantee when someone, or if you are in a webinar and they tell you this auto trade made 47,000 and you are going to make next month 47,000? What can they give you guarantee, written paper, if it's an American firm, not some kind of banana republic somewhere? If it is an American firm in USA and he says the 47,000 you're gonna earn next month, why can't he give you guaranteed paper you are going to earn 5,000? I don't want the 47, 5,000. Why? He said that's what you're going to earn. Why can't he put his mouth on a piece of paper guaranteed, and let me see how his banana gonna grow on this based on the historical data. Let me see how you are going to make 47,000 based on the back testing. All this is a hogwash, guys. Again, if we want to go down that road, we have plenty tools to go on a marketing gimmick. But the reality, I'm not saying this to go buy my software. I'm not saying this to guys to attack any company. What I'm trying to tell you here, don't fly. I have never seen in my life an elephant fly. And you're not going to fly at no price in the market. So get your tools together, whatever system you have. Get whatever auto trade turns you on. That's very fine. But keep looking at your 1 minute and stop chasing wild goose. You know, there is nothing about money is going to be handed over to you when it's about money. You know, the other trader is trying to put his hand in your throat, trying to get your saving account. And you are sitting, you know, with a, lollyland, thinking everything has to come to you. You have to remember, you're not the only one is auto trading. You have to remember, you're not the only one is smart enough to buy an auto trade. Even a garbage man, a Domino Pizza, a taxi driver, all of them, they can buy auto trade. So you did not do anything for you to protect yourself from the trading. If everybody buy that auto trade for whatever this person or whatever this company promising you, how Why not the Domino's Pizza man or the other guy or the pizza delivery or somebody selling hamburger? Why can't he buy the auto trade? And so we don't have a garbage man. We don't have a guy delivering pizza for us anymore. We don't have a security guard. We don't have anyone anymore because everybody is auto traded. You know, wake up to reality, because this guy delivering pizza, believe me or not, he knows there is an auto trade exists. You're not the only one knows there is an auto trade exists. So do your homework, do your homework, do your homework. There is nothing here free in the trading, the future trading, folks. At this moment, the market is finished. The target hit. I've been screwing around with this one here with a Renko bar and all this, but we missed that trade. But if we put it back on 30 minutes, here it is. You have a very lovely trade in here, but we missed out. The trade was, the entry was on 1544. We missed out on that trade because that chart was on an ES. We turn it around to NASDAQ. We have to readjust the trading stop and the stop loss and everything. So we missed out on that trade. But here it is. It's a good day for 30 minutes right now. But it's not going to last forever. Folks, that's all what we have. Thank you very much, and I wish you a pleasant day. Bye.